Well, hello there, YouTube. You hear I'm not sure if that's a mourning dove or a hoot owl. But look at this, the sun has moved so far north that at one point I won't be able to vlog there in the mornings. And look how high it is for the morning. Man, at 5 o'clock, you can be outside doing stuff.
Yeah?
The days are so daggum long.
I know it.
I think they should shift 2 hours ahead.
Yeah, there we go.
The morning's getting way too much love.
I know.
All right, let's head south, Mama.
All right.
Well, the fire's out up there. I see crews. It's probably firefighters at the top of the ledge of the cliff there. But ain't nothing but a bunch of smoldering rock is what it looks like now. Well,
I got it put out.
Yeah. Pretty scary. Well, unfortunately, I got tied up with customers and wasn't able to see this one come out of the box. Oh, man. That is cool. Ooh, that thing's cool. So this is that RT that I took you guys for a ride on, that I completed the crash job. He was T-boned by a young lad, apparently. Anyway, after he's been riding it for a bit, and he's getting a slow weep out of the right valve cover, which was the side that the bike was hit on. So I pulled the look, and it looked like it was coming from the rear valve cover bolt. So I pull that out. There's nothing. I can't see anything. So I thought, well, let's just go ahead and pull the whole valve cover off and take a look at it and see what we see. So I get the valve cover off, and or I pulled the cover that goes over the coil stick, which is, you know, bikes don't use coils and a coil wire anymore. The plug cap is the coil. They just call them a coil stick. But anyway, I noticed, oh, there's where some oil's coming from. So anyway, I pulled the valve cover off, and the gasket around the coil pack area, it's got there's two sides. There's the main valve cover gasket, and then the one that goes over the spark plug hole. And there's literally nothing wrong with it. So, you know, these things, the valve cover bolts, there's 3 of them. They're so long that you know, that I'm assuming the cover must have flexed on those long bolts. So and once you get one of these things, that's why they need to be, well, they don't have to be dry, but they can't be soaking wet with oil, because it's almost like you, for lack of better terms, it's like you start a siphon. It's like once you let it leak a little, it just keeps going. So anyway, I have that cover off so I can stop and take a quick look at it. Let's pull over right here. Let's just take a look. See if we see any signs of weepage. I think I hear a stereo. Oh no, man, she's tight as a tick in there. There's the seal that's right here. There's the coil stick. So you just have trigger wires that come out here. Yeah, perfect. But that's that facade carbon fiber thing I was telling you about. I imagine it would help some, but there's a cover that goes over all this, and it's slowly weeping down, and because this thing's glued on, there's air gaps, and it slowly worked its way underneath and was collecting underneath there. All right. It's just one of those unforeseen things. Hope the guy's not upset. He seemed pleasant and friendly when I was speaking to him up front. But we'll get back here, I'll disconnect and pull the coil stick out and take a real close look at her. And we'll decide from there. There's no damage to anything. I think it just, one of those things that just knocked it loose or something, and Once that leak started, it just continued. These intersections sure make me nervous. You ever notice how much you pan and scan when you're around cars and intersections and stuff? Like driving through here, you imagine riding in the right-hand side of the lane, somebody could open a door at any second. Or they're sitting in the car and all of a sudden, poof, they bolt forward. Woo! So, I wanted to see the unboxing of the Indian, and as you've seen, they just went ahead and did it anyway. But I was tied up with customers, so I lost. There's another one down here, but I think it's a standard version. It's not the S model or race replica, whatever they're calling it. Alright, let me do some close inspecting here, and we'll go from there. Well, I didn't get the S model, but here's the standard. His hands hurt, so he says, "You gotta ride this one." I'm going, oh darn. So this nice gentleman, our very first FTR 1200 purchaser, we put some aftermarket pegs and a luggage rack on it, and he goes, "You help me get that luggage rack on, I'll let you ride it."
You haven't even got to drive this yet, have you?
I rode the S model. I didn't ride this one because Brian already did. Look at that. Alright, we're just going to take a quickie on it. He said it was okay. So I did a little more detailed one on the S model. This is R. And so bounce over there when I get that live on the motovlog side. There we go. Nice. What mode's he in? Standard, okay. Oh yeah. These things are so cool. I was so giddy on the first test ride. I don't think I can duplicate being that silly. Yeah, it is the first time you get to ride something that's literally iconic. So you get a lot of people, and we hear it a lot because, you know, there's been some projected dates that they were going to show up, and, you know, it kept getting pushed. And one thing you got to remember, this thing took about 1.5 years from concept to production. That is like record time for concept to production on a motorcycle. So the reality is we're seeing this thing way early, like crazy early. God damn, I went right past the parking lot I wanted to go into. I just told him I would take my normal parking lot test ride on it. I want the customer to go out and be silly and do whatever he wants first. I'm just extremely grateful that he let me take it for a ride. Man, I'm telling you, you know how there's certain motorcycles you test ride and you know you're in trouble the moment you test ride it? I'm sitting on them right now. This one in that S model, just messed up cool. Oh, it's got great compression braking. Nothing cooler when you back off the throttle and the bike backs off. Boom. Oh, it's so cool. So there's a nice little shade right here. I'm gonna shamelessly bounce off of this thing and give you guys a looky-see at this one as well. I can never... Why is every motorcycle got a different stand location? Look at this rack, how heavy duty that thing is. So the FTR 1200R I think the suspension is upgraded from the S. I know it comes with a Krapovich exhaust, and I really don't know all the differences between the S model I rode earlier on the motovlog side and the R model. But this is the one you want. Look at the BMW style headlights on there. There she is in all her glory. I love the little halo thing with the Indian in the middle of it. Batteries down low and up front. Just where you want weight distributed. That thing is incredible. Anyway, the guys, I'm sure he wants to drive away on his motorcycle he's been waiting on forever for, it seems like. I think he was the first person to put a deposit on, the first one leaving. Super nice guy. You can quickly change between different screen modes. It's so cool. It feels like you're riding a super motard with a really, really powerful motor in it. Now watch just how little I have to give this thing here. And this is standard mode. This is not the go fast mode. And what is that? Oh, my collar. Like, what the heck's coming loose on my shop helmet now? Nothing. It was my shop shirt. It's a hooligan bike, I'm telling you. It feels so nimble. It feels so light and just... oh, this thing's gonna be trouble. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, it's coming right at the... no, he's like going at an angle. It is too hot to have your shield down. I'm trying to keep any wind noise from circulating in the old helmet here. Incredible. Indian, you have plumb spun that ball right out of the park. Amazing.
Why are you smiling?
Absolutely amazing.
No scrapes there. Alright, we're good. Never said it's hard to find a kickstand. This is way back.
Well, it seems like every bike you ride is a different place, so you feel like a rookie trying to find a little tang to pull her out.
Well, you look down, there's that big wire thing there too. Oh, that is it.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for letting me take her for a spin. I much appreciate. Oh yeah, that thing just feels like a super motard bike with a really powerful motor.
Yeah. That was in the standard though.
Yeah, I didn't switch it. The other one I didn't switch out either. I thought, nah, let's just not go there. Man, is that thing gorgeous! Holy moly!
Take it home, park it next to our Bronco. Yeah, that's sexy.
I would be up all night staring at that thing, you know it?
Yeah, right.
Kelly would be going, where are you at? Still out in the garage. Alright, thank you guys for coming along for the rip.
Yeah.
This is the crazy sound of coming home every day. I was too late pulling the camera out and turning it on. Now they done quiet it up. And Sparky makes this little high-pitched squeak when he's excited. It's the cutest thing. Look at him. He's in his little gangly, ugly duckling look. Hi, Abby. Abby's always got to lick and chew on you. Little Sparky. Sasha, Annie. Good Lord, that's loud. We're laughing at Sachi's making her weirdo thing that she does.
I know, she's so crazy.
That was sort of one.
Yeah.
She's so funny
Sparkers.
when she gets excited. Hi, Sparky. Sparky's down there looking up at us. So what do you think of that? A day of FTR 1200s.
That's way cool.
So I decided to ride the one I showed you where Brian was holding the crate open. I did that on the motovlog side. And I go, wow, you know, at some point we'll get another one in our ride. And when I was taking that up front, I bumped into the customer that's buying the, I'm pretty sure it's considered the 1200R, the replica one. Just going there was the little tags that are on the crates. That's what I was going by. So whether BMW's using that or not, but internally the silver one was R1200 or FTR 1200S, and then the other one's FTR 1200R. So whether they're using that, you know, publicly or not, I have no idea. I'm just going by a tag. I need to study up on the FTRs. I know what the heck I'm talking about. Stuck in the BRP and BMW world down there. I'm losing track of reality here.
I know, there's too many models to try to keep straight in your head.
That is one of the coolest motorcycles I can remember riding in a long, long time, and that just fits my way of just that, you know, be free and wild, and you know, don't worry about comfort and all that other BS. Although it does seem shockingly comfortable, but you're in like a dirt bike riding position is really cool. And I didn't get on either one. Both of them are sold. And who knows if they watch the vlogs, and whether they watch or not. You know, you guys have been with me enough. I don't romp on people's stuff, you know. One of these days one will come in that's broken, and somebody may let me ride one, or end up
we'll
with
get
one
one
ourselves.
just-
Get
yeah.
one anyway. So anyway, super cool, super exciting. I haven't been that excited about a motorcycle in a long time. The looks, and man, if you ride one, you're done. If you like that type of bike, that super motard, hooligan, racy feeling, wow, Indian. It's like,
Yeah.
what? You know, I was
Way
excited, but there's kind of that thing in the back of my head, oh, it's just going to be a Scout in a different frame. No,
It was different.
no, not at all. Super exciting. I'll be thinking about that.
I know.
So I'm gonna try to get 2 vlogs done today. So I'm gonna make this somewhat short out, and you know, I always say that, and we do it long. But I'm gonna build 2 vlogs and release them back to back, because these things are kind of intertwined with each other. So there'll be this, and before I turn this live, there will be a link down below to the motovlog version. So I don't know if you got notifications turned on. If you don't, you can go below and look at the motovlog version, and vice versa. There'll be this vlog in the motovlog, or this link in the motovlog version.
Yep.
I'm sure I'll listen to this back and go, you're an idiot. That was all kinds of backwards.
No, it's
This will
okay.
have a link to the motovlog.
Yeah.
The motovlog will have a link to this.
There we go.
There.
All right.
I gotta overcomplicate everything.
Yes, you do.
Anyway, we're gonna bounce.
Alrighty. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Thursday or Friday.
Okay. All right.
All right.
See you guys tomorrow.
You guys take care.
Thanks for watching now.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye.